Hey techies, welcome to Elfin Code. If you are new to the channel, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. You are watching a video from the PySpark playlist.
Welcome back. So today we will be talking about the Spark joins. So Spark joins are basically a kind of operation that is being used in any kind of data analysis or data pipelining work, which allow you to combine two or more data frame based upon the shared column. So if you have, let's say, two or three data frame and you want to join those data frame, you should be having some common shared column among those data frames. So for example, employee ID. So employee ID could be a kind of common column which will be present in the employee table as well as in the department table. So then only, or let's say employee address table. Similarly, if you want to combine employee and department, so the department ID in the department column and the department ID in the employee table will be a kind of common column between employee and department table. So you should be having some common column between the data frame when you are joining two data frame to extract some of the attribute from one or other data frames. Okay, so this is actually very useful when you have information scattered across various data frames and you want to see how it relates to each other. Now in Spark, we have different kind of joins. So basically it is categorized under inner joins, left join, right join, left anti-join and right anti-join. So inner joins is mostly this part. So where it says that all those common record which are present in the left, which is, let's say it is a set and this is a B set. So all those record which are common to A as well as B will be there in the inner join subset. Okay, similarly all those record which belongs to A as well as those record which belongs to those category which are present in B set as well will consist of left join. Similarly, right join says that all record which are present in B plus those common record will constitute the right join. Similarly, if you see this left anti-join, what it says that all those record which are present in the A set but not present in the common set or not present in any of the A set data will belonging to the left anti-join. Similarly, for right anti-join, it says that all record which are present in A but not the part of the common record between A and B and not present any record which belongs to B will constitute the right anti-join. Okay, now we will try to see how we can implement these joins practically. Okay, so let us go to the code window. So I've already created a kind of, file where we'll be writing some code to understand how we can implement these these joining conditions. So I already have a Spark object. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me first create the two data set which I want to join to each other. Let me name it as data1 and data2. Okay, so let me have this as a list of set. So I'll say that I have name and let's say I have age. Let me have few more data here. I have two record now. Let me add two more record. So I have name and I have one more final record. Let's put it as large and 34, let's say. Okay, let me convert it to the capital case. Now, the second data set I'll be having, I'll keep the name column as the common column between these two data set. So I'll have name. So I'll say Vikram and where Vikram is residing. So let's say Mumbai. Okay. So I'll say that I have one more record here. I'll name it as Harsh and he's residing, let's say, in Ahmedabad. Then I'll say that I have one more record and I'll say okay. So I have these two data set. Let me create a schema for these two data set column. We'll just keep the column name only. I'll say name and age. I'll say column schema 2. Let me name it as 1 and I'll say name and city. Okay, so these are the two data frame which data set which we have created. So let us convert it to the data frame. Okay, so I'll say df1 equal to spark dot create data frame. Okay, I'll give the data as data1 and schema as called schema1. Okay, now df2, I'll say spark dot create data frame. I'll say my data is in data2 and my schema is in schema2. Okay, so this is going to create my data frame. Okay, now I'll do one thing. I'll just create a kind of join key. Join key would be my name. Okay, and join type. My join type would be, let's say, inner join. Say inner. Okay, then I'll try to, now this is my function where I will be doing my uh, joins. So I'll say I've created the object obj of this particular class. So I'll say obj dot join, and I'll pass the data frame one. So I've not written the definition of this method, but we will be writing the definition of this method. I'm just creating a kind of template at present. df1, df2, my join key is my name column and my join type. Okay, so let me go here and try to create the definition of this. So what I can do, I'll just check some of the thing inside it. Okay, I'll see that whether the past parameters are valid or not. So I'll do one thing. I'll just take parameter df1, df2, let's say join key and join type. So these are the parameter which we are passing from the program. So if you see df1, df2, join key and join type, join key and join type. Okay. Okay. Okay, now what we will do, we'll see whether this df1 is of Spark data frame instance or not. Okay, so for that, what we can do, we can, okay, this is already imported. So this is a particular class which is implementing the data frame. Okay, so what we will do, we will see whether this df1 is an instance of this data frame class. Okay, so is instance, I will say df1 comma and data frame. If it is instance, then it is fine. But if it is not an instance, okay, so I'll say not. Then I'll say please raise value either. Please pass valid data frames. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll add here one more condition, or okay, not is instance df2 comma data frame. Okay, either of these, if not data frame, then it should be raising an error telling that we should be passing a valid data frame. Okay, then we will see the join type. Okay, because we have some specific join type present in our Spark data frame joining. Okay, so if join key, no, it's not key, it's a join type. Join type in, so we can define this here, self dot join type equal to, so we will say inner, left, right, and then let's say outer. Okay, and here we will say self dot join. If it is in this self dot join type. Okay, so if it is in this join type, then it is a valid join type. But if it is not in this not this join type which we are getting as a parameter, if it is not belonging to any of the item in this join type list, then it is not a valid join type. Okay, so for that, what we can do, we'll say that if not, then we can do like this: if not in this, then raise error join type should be from the given list. So I'll say that self dot join type. Okay. Now, if both the conditions are met, then what we need to do, we need to join. Okay, df equal to df1 dot join df2 on the basis of join key and my join type. So this will join the two data frames. Okay, and then we are returning. So here we saw that we have already called the obj.join by passing the data frame 1, data frame 2, join key and join type. Okay, so now what we can do, we can say df of show. Okay, so now let us run this program. I'll do one thing before we show this. Let me also show the df1 date, I mean df1 and df2. Df1 dot show df2 dot show. Okay, now let us execute this program. So this is quite simple. So it is getting executed. Let us wait for some time. Yeah, okay. Fine. Now, if you see, this is the data frame 1, which has Vikram 37, Harsh 27, Sanjana 30, and Raj 34. Okay, now if you see this data frame 2, it has Vikram, Harsh, and Subi. And this name column is a column which is common to both the data frame. So we use this name column as a joining column. Okay, so now since we have done the inner join, so if you see this diagram, so inner join is representing that all those record which are common to set A and set B. Okay, so which are common? Vikram is common, Harsh is column, then nothing is column. So we should be having a Vikram and Harsh record present in our inner join result. So if you see, the result shows exactly the same thing. So we have Harsh, Vikram, age 27, 37, and the city has been imported from the data frame 2, which is Ahmedabad and Mumbai. Okay, now what we will do, we will try to implement the left join and right join. Okay, so here I can say print, I'll just uh, I'll just take this, copy this, maybe left join. I don't need to show it again. I'll say join type as left. Okay. And I'll do one thing. I'll just comment out this thing so that we should not be confused with anything. Okay. So this is a left join implementation. Left join. Okay. Now let us execute to see. Great. Now what left join is saying, let us go back to the diagram. So left join says that all record which are present in A, which are not belonging to the inner join, plus those which are common to A and B. So all the part of the inner join plus those which are present in the left side, I mean the data frame A. Okay, so those will be consisting in the result of the left join. So let us see with this example. Now you have these two data frame. Okay, my left table data frame is this one and right data frame is this one, A and B. I'm joining data frame 1 with data frame 2. So my left would be data frame 1, right would be data frame 2, and I'm making a join of left. Okay, so all the record which are common between these two, which are those Vikram and Harsh. Okay, so these are the common. So these two record will be present in my left join, plus those record which are present in data frame A but not present in data frame B will also be part of the left join. Okay, so here if you see in the left table, we have Sanjana and Raj record which are present in data frame A but not in data frame B. So those will also be the part of the left join. So all those record which are common between A and B plus those record which are present in A but not in B are the result of the left join. So if you see the result of the left join, so Vikram and Sanjana, okay, so the Vikram and Harsh, sorry, which are common to data frame A and B, plus Sanjana and Raj, which are only present in data frame A. Okay, only present in Sanjana and Raj are being listed in the result. So since Sanjana and Raj record are not present in set B, data frame B, so the city for these two record comes out default as null. Okay, understood? Now similarly, we can do right join as well. So if I just take this, comment out this part, and I'll say right join. Okay. So now right join, what it says that all those records which are common to A and B plus those records which are present in B but not in A will constitute the right join result set. Okay. So now if you see the result, now we have these two. Okay, so the common is Vikram and Harsh. Okay, so Vikram and Harsh will be in the result set plus those records which are present in data frame 2, data frame B, but not in A. So Sulbhi is the record which is present in data frame 2, but not in data frame A. Okay, 1 will constitute the right join. So let us see the result. See, Surbhi, null, age, since it is not present in the left table, and then Vikram and her, since these are the common record among the both data frame. Okay. Now, the third is outer join. Now, what outer join will say that all those record, okay, let me just implement the outer join and then I will explain. So let me take this. Let me comment out this part. I will say outer join. Okay. Now, what outer join will say, let me execute it. Meanwhile, we will try to understand with this diagram. Now, what outer join says that all the record which are common to A and B plus those record which are present in A but not in B plus those record which are present in B but not in A. Okay, so it is a mixture of left join and right join. Okay, so that is something which is outer join. Okay, so the common record between A and B plus those record which are in A but not in B plus those which are present in B but not in A. Okay, so let us go to the practical and let us see. It has already been executed, so let us try to understand with the data set. Okay, so these are the two data set which we have. So we know that the common records are Vikram and Harsh. Okay, so this will be there plus those record which are in A but not in B, which is Sanjana and Raj, plus those record which are in B but not in A, which is Surbi. Okay, so all these record will form the outer join. Okay, so Vikram and Harsh are having all these detail, whereas Raj and Sanjana will be having which is coming from the data frame 1. Okay, where the city is null because there is no record present in the second data frame. Similarly, Surbi is coming from the data frame 2, which is having the city but not present age in the data frame 1. So this is how the outer join works. I hope you understood these concept. This is quite simple and very easy to implement. Let me just revise a little bit. So what we have done, we have created a class. Okay, we have defined these are the different join type, and we have defined one function. Okay, in the function we are doing the join. we are joining data frame 1 with data frame 2 on the basis of certain keys, and then what kind of join it need to implement that we define here. Now the joins, since we have defined that these are the four join conditions which we will be implementing, so anything apart from this, if user sends, so we have a check present for this. Okay, so we check whether the join type is not in this. If it is not in this, we will just throw the exception saying that join time should be from these list. Okay, similarly we also check whether the data frame which is being passed to join to data frame are actually data frame or some other object. For this we have checked the data frame 1 and data frame 2 with the instance of the data frame. So if it is an instance of the data frame class, then we will say that it is a valid data frame, and then we work on joining those two data frames. Okay, and then to implement this, what we had done, we have created two data set, data 1 and data 2, with a very simple schema with just the column name, and then we created the data frames, and then we define the join key, join type, and then we call the join function, okay, with the help of this obj object, obj.join. Okay, so this is how we implemented the inner join, right join, left join, and outer join. Hopefully you have understood this concept. In the next video we will see how we can implement the Cartesian join, and then we will see how we can implement joining with multiple columns. Okay, so till then, happy learning. Thank you, and go for quiz now.
Elfin quiz of the day. Which join type will include all rows from both data frames and fill in missing values with nulls where there is no match? Option A, inner join. Option B, left join. Option C, right join. Or option D, full outer join. Please mention your answer in the comment section below. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe Elfin Code for future updates.